Often food is an issue for people. Problems arise when people are stuck in a food crisis. Why should we care about this? Let's see how Ohio State copes with this crisis. Here's Shohan Wu.
Almost 20% of students living in Ohio is food insecure. Food insecurity is more common than you might think, and it's more challenging to tackle it. Let's see how people respond to this.
The Buckeye Food Alliance is a nonprofit organization right here on campus that really serves to help get healthy food to students here on campus who may not have access to food or just need a little extra food to help supplement what they already have. One of the main things that we do and what people probably know us most for is we run 2 food pantries right here on campus. We have one location in Lincoln Tower and then one location in St. Stephen's Episcopal Church at 30 West Woodruff.
I think a lot of it is the cost of living and the fact that not a lot of students have the time to really work the job that requires to really provide for themselves food-wise. Food is such an expensive item, but it's such a necessary item, so it's really odd for something so necessary for all of us to live can be so expensive. There are also students that have kids, so a big support of the Buckeye Food Alliance are grad students who are in school full time and they need to feed themselves and their families. So I think it's really important to think about having to feed multiple mouths and just how much food costs.
It was an exciting Sunday for Buckeye sports. The women's basketball team took on Wisconsin. The Buckeyes came out on top 82-74 with BuckeyeTV's own Janae Crooms scoring 14 points.
The women's lacrosse team took on Robert Morris to finish off their opening weekend. The Buckeyes topped the Colonials 13-8 to improve to 2-0 on the season.
The Buckeye softball team won their game against UNC Greensboro in 10 innings. Taylor Pack scored the winning run on a sacrifice fly.
And finally, the men's tennis team took a big win against number 1 USC at home, coming out on top 4-2.
Congratulations to all of our Buckeye student athletes.
Many students have one thing in common. When they're not in class, how they're earning money. Let's take a look at what they do.
In addition to being full-time students, many Buckeyes also have part-time jobs. At a university as big as Ohio State, there are lots of places to work, both on and off campus.
I'm an RA in Lincoln Tower.
I'm part of the dining services here at Morrill.
So I'm a graduate student and TA.
But why do these students do what they do?
It's always really fun because I do have a diverse group of residents, and a lot of them are really fun. You get to meet new people, do a lot of fun activities.
Is that it's spending money that I get to have, obviously.
I really enjoy getting to interact with the students and really be an active part of the learning process.
But between having a job and being a student, it's not always easy figuring out how to do both.
I think it's definitely a time management deal, so you have to make sure that you're setting time aside for your job and for your studies.
The one dislike I would say is probably the scheduling. For example, tomorrow morning I have a 6:10 a.m. shift until 10:30 in the morning, and then I have class at 10:30 right after. So it's not necessarily the most convenient.
It's a little bit difficult sometimes. It's something that I just gotta put my head down and work hard through now, and it'll get better as time goes on.
So as you can see, if you can manage one, there are plenty of reasons and opportunities to have a job on campus as a student. I'm Maria Boyer, and this is Buckeye TV.
Coming up, how college students brace for the winter weather, and finally, everyone's favorite four-legged friends.